Home inspection explained. You found your dream house, your offer was accepted, and now it's time for the home inspection. But what exactly does a home inspector look for? Does the inspection tell you whether you should buy the house, and what happens if they find something wrong? Let's break it down. 1. What is a home inspection? A home inspection is a visual examination of the home's major systems and components by a qualified home inspector. The goal is to identify potential problems with the property so the buyer can make a more informed decision. And here's something important. A home inspection is not guaranteed that the house has no problems. Some issues may not be visible or may require a specialist to evaluate. 2. When does the inspection happen? Typically, the inspection happens after your offer has been accepted and you're under contract. Your purchase agreement will have important deadlines, including any inspection or due diligence period. This is why you want to pay close attention to the dates in your contract. 3. What does the inspector look at? Depending on the property and the inspection, the inspector may examine things such as roof and visible roofing components, foundation and structural components, electrical systems, plumbing, heating and cooling systems, attic areas, walls, ceilings and floors, windows and doors, appliances that are included in the sale, exterior components, drainage, and visible grading. The exact scope depends on the inspection agreement and the inspector. 4. What does a home inspector not do? This is extremely important. A standard home inspection isn't necessarily a test for everything that could be wrong with the property. For example, you may need specialized inspections or testing for things such as termites or other wood-destroying organisms, radon, mold, septic systems, wells, sewer lines, certain environmental hazards. If your inspector sees something that requires a specialist, they may recommend additional evaluation. 5. How much does a home inspection cost? The cost varies depending on the property, location, size, and type of inspection. So instead of assuming there is one standard price, get quotes from qualified inspectors and ask exactly what their inspection includes. 6. Should the buyer attend? If possible, I recommend buyers consider attending the inspection. It gives you an opportunity to learn about the home directly from the inspector and ask questions. You're not just looking for problems, you can also learn how different systems in your new home work. 7. What happens if the inspector finds problems? Don't panic. Almost every home, even a relatively new one, can have something that needs attention. The inspection report gives you information about the condition of the property. Depending on your contract, you may have options regarding repairs, credits, price adjustments, or other remedies. But this is where you need to look at the specific terms and the deadlines in your purchase agreement. 8. Does the seller have to fix everything? No. An inspection report does not automatically mean the seller has to repair every item. Whether the seller is required to make a repair depends on the contract and applicable law. Repairs can also become part of the negotiation between the buyer and the seller. 9. Inspection versus appraisal. Here's a mistake I see people make all the time. An inspection and an appraisal are not the same thing. The inspection focuses primarily on the condition of the property, and appraisal is generally an opinion of the property's value for purposes related to the mortgage. So, a house could have a great appraisal and still have problems discovered during an inspection. 10. Do not skip the inspection just because the house looks perfect. A beautiful kitchen does not tell you what's happening with the roof, plumbing, electrical system, foundation, or HVAC system. The inspection gives you another layer of information before you complete the purchase. And remember, you are making a major financial decision. The more information you have, the better. Let's say, simple example. Let's say you offer $250,000 for a home. Your offer is accepted. During the inspection, the inspector discovers an issue with the HVAC system. Now you have information you did not have when you made the offer. Depending on your contract, you may be able to negotiate with the seller about how that issue is handled. That is one of the reasons the inspection period can be so important. My biggest tip for buyers: do not hire an inspector based solely on price. Ask about their qualifications, experience, what the inspection includes, and whether they recommend additional specialized inspections. And read your inspection-related contract deadlines carefully. Missing a deadline can matter. So that's a home inspection explained in simple terms. A home inspection does not guarantee that you're buying a perfect house. Instead, it gives you important information about the property's condition so you can make a more informed decision. If you're a first-time home buyer in Alabama, subscribe to my channel because I'm breaking down the home buying process one step at a time. I'm Sania with Location Real Estate, your Alabama real estate agent. I'll see you in the next video.